Hey, how are you guys doing? Give me a second to make sure that I am live everywhere that I want to be live. Those of you, as you hop on in here, say hi, hello, hey, all that good stuff. So that I can see who's joining me on this at the time of this recording, amazing Sunday evening. And so, of course, give me a second. And so, as you guys are coming in, if you are new to me, welcome to my space. My name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches who are looking to create more income and more impact without compromising their Christian values. I'm also a TV and radio show host. So, we film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA. And so, yeah, I'm doing an impromptu live, but I want to do this live as we head into a new week. We're actually almost halfway through, believe it or not. We're almost at the halfway point of October. And so I certainly want to kind of do a check-in. I kind of want to, get a pulse on where you guys are, what you guys are working on, what you guys are desiring and wanting in your coaching business. So once again, of course, I am a business strategist for Christian female coaches. So that's who I'm talking to. My people who follow me, they already know I'm gonna step on some toes. Like, so I sometimes I remember to put the hashtag toe stepper in there, but half the time I don't remember to put it in there. But my thing is, you'll see, and I always say I say things and I do things out of love. And so I'm going to go ahead and dive in. Like I said, I wanted to do this particular live because of the time that we're in. As far as, like I said, we're almost halfway through. We're almost to the halfway point. Hey, Renee, we're almost to the halfway point of October. So I'm always about, you as an entrepreneur and really and truly, keeping. Yesterday we talked about you having a post on your community and what's going on and their needs and stuff like that. But this particular live is about you having a post on your own business and making sure that you, are being able to create what it is that you desire to create in your business. And so this particular one, like I said, it is going to be a toe stepper because I'm asking you to look at yourself. I'm asking you to look at your thoughts. I'm asking you to look at your actions. Okay. And so, I am such a firm believer that, action breeds results. And so my thing is, and my question to you is, what actions are you taking to yield the type of results that you want? And so I feel like for so many of us as Christian female coaches, like we are still continuing to play small. And so I'm such a firm believer, as we're halfway through this month, as we're almost through the first quarter, the first month of the fourth quarter of the year, and especially the type of year that we had this year. And so, we need to analyze the things that we're doing and why we're doing them. And for some of us, we need to make some tweaks. We need to make some changes. And then for some of you guys, you need to put your foot on the gas and accelerate what it is that you're doing, type of thing. And so, going back to the first part to this title, the first part to the title of the live, what actions are you taking to get the results that you want? And so I always think about, when it comes to us as believers, come to us as Christians, and we know that as Christians, and those of you that know me, those of you that follow me, you know that I believe in the power of prayer. Like, I know for a fact that prayer changes things, but I also know, according to the scripture, that faith without works is dead. So my thing is, you couple your works, your faith, with your works. And of course, I'm not talking about you working to try to achieve God's love. That's not what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm referring to. So those of you that's desiring and believing God for something. So if you're desiring, you're believing God for a new job, then what are the actions that you're taking outside of prayer? Because once again, yes, you want to make sure that whatever new job you have is in alignment with what God has. Or those of you, in your coaching business, if you're believing for God to expand your territory, you're believing God for that next corporate contract or that next speaking event, what actions are you taking? And so it popped up in my mind, and I thought about, I was like, a lot of times, those of you that are parents, I'm not a parent, those of you that are parents, when it comes time for your child and they have an exam that's coming up, right? And so they come to you, Mom, I got this exam. So of course, you guys, you prayed about the exam, they're going to do well. But then you just don't tell the child, okay, now that we prayed, you go off and do whatever, you go off and go play or whatever. isn't a part of it as well, having the child review their notes, having the, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some action that that child takes to couple with the faith that they're going to do well on that exam, right? It's the same thing with us, especially us as believers in business. So if you're believing for that next coaching client, if you're believing for that next corporate contract, now we know that the God that we serve can bring that opportunity in ways that we weren't even thinking about. But still, that action that you took, I love that saying, God will put his super on top of your natural. So we know naturally, like I said, if I'm going for, if it's a client that I want to serve, hey, Karen, if it's a new client that I'm desiring to sign or a new corporate contract. So for instance, if you're looking as a coach, because I believe all coaches can also be consultants. And so if you're believing for this corporate contract, what are the actions that you're putting forth? So once again, you prayed to God, you're believing God for this thing. What are the actions that you can take with that? Have you researched the company? Have you researched the HR department? Have you gone onto the company's website to see their website, their social media, to see where there may be gaps where you can fill in? That's the works that I'm talking about. So while you're doing the works, have you let people know, hey, I'm looking to do corporate contracts. I'm looking to be able to do these corporate trainings. This is what it is that I can train people about. So that's what I mean when I talk about the works. Now you're doing your works, once again, the natural, and then God will put his super on top of your natural. So where you did that, you're doing your natural works, then God may come and somebody may come to you and say, hey, you know what? I know such and such at that particular corporation. I can connect the two of you guys together. That's what I mean when I say God put his super on top of your natural. But once again, I'm just not a believer in if, hey, God, I'm believing for XYZ in my business, and then there's not a work that goes with it. Now, there are some times where God will say, sit still or be still, because you've done, like I said, you've done the prayer. Like I said, you may have sent out some feelers out there, and he may say, that's all you need to do. So that was your work there. You see what I'm saying? But some of us, I'm telling you, okay, God, just bring me the class, God, bring me the class, God, bring me the corporate contract, God, bring me the speaker. And I'm looking like, you see what I'm saying? So really and truly, you want to look at the actions. And like I said, I'm not talking about the action where you're trying to get God to, that's not what I'm talking about. Where you're trying to get God to know you and love you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an action toward whatever your goal is, whatever it is that you're desiring. What are the actions, like really analyzing the actions that you're taking. And so for a lot of us, I feel like it reminds me of this whole thing, and I'm talking about myself, and this whole dating thing. And so, people will say all the time, well, hey, you're looking to date? Yeah. So what are you doing, to meet somebody, to meet people? Because God is not just going to bring the person to your house and knock on your door. And I feel like it is the same thing. Those of us, when it comes to wanting to sign coaching clients or wanting that corporate thing, it's not necessarily just going to come and knock on your door. So you want to keep that same thought, that same process with what it is that we're talking about. Y'all know I like to come in, Renee, and step on a couple of toes every once in a while. And so you guys, that's what I'm wondering. And I'm asking you guys, what is it that you're doing? What are the actions that you're putting forth and that you're taking toward that goal? Really and truly look at the action, or even look at your inaction. And so one thing that I really and truly have my clients look at is their resistance. So this is the inaction part. Look at your resistance. If you're resisting doing something in your business, then more than likely that's the thing you probably should be doing. And so I always ask my clients, why are you resisting X? And they know why. They'll tell me. Well, Bev, it's because, I don't want somebody to tell me no. Or Bev, the last time I did that thing, it didn't work. And so now, I don't want to put it back out there again and nobody buys it again. Like, I get it. But I'm telling you, that thing that you are resisting, especially the most in your business, that's the thing that I encourage you to push through. And so I don't know if you guys have read the book by Mel Robbins called The 5-Second Rule. Is it The 5-Second Rule? I think that's what it's called, The 5-Second Rule. I need to pick the book back up again. I haven't read it in a couple of years. And so literally she uses the analogy of a rocket taking off. You know how they do the countdown. So she says, when you are resistant to doing something, literally do a countdown like they do before the rockets take off. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go do whatever the thing was that you had the resistance to. Does that make sense? So you guys, like I said, I'm such a firm believer that one of the biggest things that you're resisting in your business is probably the thing that will really and truly be that turning point in your business. And so that's what I want you guys to kind of look at that and analyze the things that you do and the action part. But to me, the inaction part is even more important, because once again, that resistance is there for a reason. So you want to look at and analyze why you're resisting that thing. Okay. So you guys, like I said, of course, we're almost halfway through, to the halfway point of October. So of course, I'm always, those of you, I'm a business strategist, so I'm about the numbers and you looking at your numbers. So, whatever your goal was, so your revenue goal, which you should have set every month, you should have a revenue goal set every month. But then some of you guys also set other goals as well. So you may have a goal where it comes to the number of people that you want to have on your email list, so growing your email list. Or you may have a goal about the number of people that you want to have in your Facebook group. You see what I'm saying? So, you may have some other goals. I'm such the person when it comes to, being able to track and being able to track your goal. So when you look at that thing, so, if you're saying, hey, by the middle of October, so by October 15th, I want to add 20 new people to my Facebook group. Like, that is clear. So between October the 1st and October the 15th, I want to add 20 new people to my Facebook group. Like, I can clearly see whether or not I met that goal. Like, it's a clear yes or no. I can go through, you can pull the data in Facebook. In that example, you can pull the data to see whether or not you grew your Facebook group by 20 people. And so that's what I mean when I'm like, I'm all about looking at the numbers, because it allows for me, when I have a target, I know what it is that I'm shooting for. If I have a target, I know what it is that I'm shooting for. And then I can set my actions toward hitting that goal. So I can use the strategy. So the strategies are the things that will work regardless of what's going on in the world. Your strategies will work. And then you also look at the tactics. So the tactics are the things that you do to be able to hit that goal. So once again, like I said, if my goal is to increase my Facebook group by 20 people between October the 1st and October the 15th, then once again, I'll sit down and I'll look at my strategies. So what strategies am I going to use in order for me to hit that goal? And so some of the strategy, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make sure that, when it comes to the strategies that I'm going to use for that particular goal. So let's just use that goal since I said it. So like I said, I know that I need to make sure that I have some powerful content that I'm putting out there that will drive people over to my Facebook group. Okay. I may decide that part of that content might be something exclusive. Like, in order for them to be able to get this item or this thing, they have to be a part of my Facebook group. Okay. So that would be one strategy. So then what are some tactics that I can implement to be able to get people to do this? So I may start posting a little bit more consistently in other people's Facebook groups, or even on my own page. Or if I'm trying to grow people in my Facebook group, maybe I have a post that I pin on Twitter. So maybe on Twitter, I have a pinned post that's telling people to go join my Facebook group. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I go through and I change the, the signature in my email, and have it where I say, hey, join my Facebook group. You see what I'm saying? Like, those are the tactics. So you want to look at, to me, the tactics are the actions. What are the actions that you're taking to help you move toward that goal? So for a lot of you, getting kind of crystal clear on what the actual goal is, and then once again, implementing those strategies. So the people that are in my accelerator program, they actually have where they have to let me know, hey, what goal are you working toward this week? What are the actions? What are the strategies that you're taking to help you move toward that goal? Because once again, when you're able to see, so if you see that you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and if it's not yielding the results, it's one or two things that you want to do. One or two things. Look at what it is and maybe tweak it or throw it out altogether. But I feel like sometimes we throw things away too soon. But my thing is, give it a try. Don't just try it once and say, oh, this thing didn't work, and then you throw it away. Remember, as an entrepreneur, part of your goal is to solve a problem. So you want to go through and look at how you can solve that problem. You want to go through and look to see how you can solve that problem type of thing. Does that make sense? And Perlette, thank you. I saw that you were the second person that did the live in the Facebook group for the challenge. So I saw you. You were finishing up your live as I was starting to do this particular live, but I did catch you in there. Thank you for doing that. So yeah, so you guys, like I said, so kind of looking at, like I said, the goal, and then looking at the actions that you're taking. If it's not yielding you the results, like I said, either one, tweak it, or like I said, two, completely get rid of it, so that we're not, because we know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results, type of thing. So we don't want to be in that stage, in that phase of insanity, just doing stuff just to do it. A lot of times, because we're used to doing it, even if it doesn't work, we still do it anyway, because at least I'm doing something. Remember, because Dad, you said take an action, so I'm taking an action. So sometimes we'll stick and we'll keep to doing things because that's all that we know to do. But you want to make sure that what you're doing makes sense, making sure that it makes sense for you and your business and the goals that you have for your business. So that type of thing. And so you guys, like I said, so that first part to this, what are the actions that you're taking? So once again, analyze your actions that you're taking to see if they're in alignment with the types of results that you want to have. That the other part where I said it's time out for us playing small. You guys are still killing me sometimes. I'm like, why are we not tooting our own horns? Why are we not out there telling people how we can support them? Why are we not telling people every single day how you can support them? Why are we not doing that? Well, Bab, I just posted about that yesterday. Well, Bab, I don't want my friends that's all that we see. Well, Bab. But then you come to me and say you're not meeting your revenue goal. I'm just saying. And like I said, I'm not saying that, and we'll talk about social media. I'm not saying that every single post that you have is buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Because if you're a client of mine, you already know I show you different types of content to put out there. But what I am asking you though, like I said, what are you actually, like I said, to me, I call it tooting your own horn. I know some of you guys is believing, Bam, that's just too much about me. I'm not trying to make everything about me. It's not about you. It's not about you. When you are letting people know how God has gifted you, that's not about you. So my thing is, if you're not in here saying you did it all in your own strength, then it's not about you. So this whole false humility that we hold on to, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop that. Because my thing, you holding on to that false humility means that someone that God actually had for you to serve is either one, not getting the results because you're not letting people know how you can solve them, or two, they partnered with somebody else who was out there every day letting them know how they can support them, and they're not getting the level of support that they should be getting if they would have actually partnered with you. But they didn't partner with you because you didn't open your mouth to let them know how you can support them. You see what I'm saying? So the longer that you're sitting there, and like I said, for some of you guys, I understand. Well, I know the reason. I know the reason why you don't do. You don't let people know how you can support them. I know the reason why. Because once again, like I said, you tried it before and it didn't work. You have this false sense of perfection, which bothers me because I'm just like, dang. So if you feel like it's not perfect and it's not right, but that was something that God dropped in your spirit. So your thought on that thing, your perception on that thing outweighs what God had and what God told you to do. Now, once again, hear me out. I'm not saying put mess out. That is not what I'm saying. But some of you guys, well, I don't have my branding colors yet, so I can't put it out. I don't have my graphics yet. The person's still over there working on my graphics, so I can't put that out. I can't go live because, I don't have I don't have makeup on today. I had on some lipstick and that's it. But my thing is, I know someone needs to hear what I'm talking about. So I'm going to push past my own little, what will people think? I don't care. My thing is, I know that someone needs to hear what it is that I'm talking about. So I'm taking it off me and putting it back to whom it belongs to. God, I feel like this is something that you need your people to hear. So I'm going to pop on here and do this live, have this conversation. And like I said, someone that says, you know what, I'm not going to invest in Bev, or I'm not going to participate in her thing because she didn't have makeup on. I don't want to work with that person anyway. I'm not going to work with that person anyway. Now, like I said, clear the things out the background. Make sure the background kind of clear. Wipe your camera off so people can see you. And hop on the live. Hop on the live. Especially when you know that it is something that you're supposed to speak. Like God was like, no, I need you to go talk to the person now. Let them know. That now thing. Now, yeah, there's some times when you can prepare and you'll see me with the makeup on and I'll have the PowerPoints and all that stuff. But when there are times where I'm supposed to hop on and do, I try my best to be obedient with it. Because once again, we know that delayed obedience is still disobedience. So you guys, I'm telling you, once again, we have to stop playing small. So whatever it is, like I said, you were supposed to reach out to somebody about speaking on their platform. Why haven't you done it yet? Well, Bam, I just want to make sure that I got all this. I went and I sent this document off to make sure that the person had all the colors on there and everything was all up. But you had something from before that was fine. Why not send what you have? And then while the person is working on it, like I said, so when while the person is in the background working on it, send what you do have. And so then the next opportunity that comes up, you can send the new branded one if you need to. Is it Teresa or Teresa? Let me know if I'm saying this. Let me know if it's Teresa or Teresa. Because thank you for sharing this. Because I'm going to say Teresa until she corrects me. She said, I always think I should have everything together. And that's the thing. And you guys, and I really feel like, this is where I feel like a lot of this stems from, especially for the people that follow me, is because you guys are high achievers. And what I mean by that, I'm not knocking it because I'm in the same category. But we are so used to people coming to us for the answers. So we always feel like we have to have everything together, everything put together type of thing. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like whenever we're delaying moving in what it is that we have or what we're supposed to be doing, then yeah, we end up, I feel like sometimes we miss out on opportunities or we miss out on allowing God to be able to show up even bigger in that thing. And see, I love it. Kelly said, oh my gosh, this happened to me tonight. I wanted to reach out and talk myself out of it. I'm going to do it. Perfect. Do it tonight, Kelly. And so you guys, I'm always transparent. So I even shared with my community the other day about an opportunity where I felt like I was supposed to reach out and say something to somebody. And at first I didn't do it, but then I went ahead and just did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if I feel like it's something that God is leading me to do, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, okay, God, I'm going to do what I think you're telling me to do. I'm going to press in, God. I'm believing you for it. I'm taking that action. And then I know that it's going to end up, if whatever it was, if it doesn't work out with that person, and this is one of my mantras that I have that's taped to one of my monitors. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I believe this in all my spirit. I always get what I want or something better. And so what I mean by that, with those opportunities that I feel like, that are from, the opportunities where I'm reaching out, I'm like, okay, God, I know if this doesn't work out the way that I'm thinking it's for or believing it's for, I know that you are going to bring something better, period. Like that's the phase that I'm in my life. That's the phase that I'm in my business. And so for me, the same thing, like when I'm reaching out to people that I feel like might be a good fit for my program, the same thing. I always reach out from that space if I really feel like I can support and help that person. And so I always tell my clients, I reach out. If they say no or not right now or ignore me or whatever, part of the first prayer that I say is, well, God, I pray that they're able to see in them what I see in them. You know what I'm saying? Like I say that as a prayer. Like it's not, oh my gosh, God, what's going on? I don't understand. It's none of that. Like it's almost, to me, I feel like it's a prayer of release. And when I say release, not releasing them, it's me releasing that whole, releasing from giving the enemy the opportunity to start speaking in my ear. See, I told you. Who do you think you are? All that stuff that we say. See, you reached out and they said no. All that stuff that we play in our ear, that we hear played in our ear. So I feel like that releases me from that because I really and truly reached out feeling that I could support that person. And so, like I said, the same thing when I reach out for opportunities and they were like, either they don't respond or they're like, hey, we went with somebody else or whatever. I'm like, okay, boom. Okay, God, I know you got something better for me. So that's what I mean when I say I always get what I want or something better, because I know God is going to bring something better. I always get what I want or God's going to bring something better. I always get what I want or God is going to bring something better. I believe that in every fiber of my being. And you guys, because my thing is, why can't I walk in that expectation? Why can't I walk in that expectation? I walk in that expectation every single day. So you guys, play bigger, play bigger, play bigger. It is okay. And so one of the best quotes I've read in a while comes from Bruce Wilkinson. So he wrote the Prayer of Jabez, the actual book. We know that that's a scripture in First Chronicles, but Bruce Wilkinson wrote a book called The Prayer of Jabez. And one of the things that he said in that book that really stuck with me, this is the quote, and I'm reading the quote. As God's chosen, blessed sons and daughters, we are expected to attempt something large enough that failure is guaranteed unless God steps in. Once again, as God's chosen, blessed sons and daughters, we are expected to attempt something large enough that failure is guaranteed unless God steps in. I'm going to put that quote in the chat. I have it up here on my screen. As God's chosen, blessed sons and daughters, we are expected to attempt something large enough that failure is guaranteed unless God steps in. How many of you guys live your life like that? Walk and operate in your business like that? Exactly. Pearl said, that's some confidence right there. That's some confidence right there. You got exactly. He's going to complete the work that he started. He's going to complete it. And so, you guys, have you ever looked up the definition of entrepreneur? Have you ever looked at, because some of you guys, you say that you're an entrepreneur, but have you ever looked that word up, the definition of an entrepreneur? Let me read the definition of an entrepreneur to you. A person who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on greater than normal financial risks in order to do so. A person who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on greater than normal financial risk in order to do so. Are you an entrepreneur? So I'm going to put that definition up as well. Entrepreneur, a person who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on greater than normal financial risks in order to do so. So when I look at the definition of an entrepreneur and I look at what Bruce Wilkinson said, now, of course, we know that we're using wisdom. And so when I say wisdom, though, like I said, some of you guys, God has dropped something in your spirit to do, and you haven't done it out of fear. Well, God, what if I do this? Well, God, if I do this, what if? Trust him. Trust him. Trust him. Take the risk. And like I said, and I used to be this person, and I share this all the time. I used to be that person that I was so scared that if I did this, I'm like, God, what if I do this and it doesn't work? What if I do this and it doesn't work? What if I do this and it doesn't work? And my thing is, it's not even because some people will come back and say, well, what if you do it and it does work? This is what I felt like God was telling me. He was like, don't you trust me? Like, even if you get off track, haven't I always steered you right back to where you were supposed to be? Y'all know we do stuff that we ain't got no business doing. Doesn't God always get you back to where you're supposed to be? Even when you're like, okay, God, I heard what you said, but let me go try this first over here. And then you go do it because he already know you're going to do it. He already know you were going to do it. He already know it because he know his child. And then what is he doing? He is patiently waiting for us when we come back. God, I am so sorry. We come back and repent and he forgives us. Okay, now, baby girl, come on, let's get back on track of what I told you we were supposed to be doing. So you guys, why do you not trust him like that in your business? Why do you not trust him like that in your business? Stop playing small. Stop playing small. Stop playing small. Some of you guys know that you're supposed to be raising your prices. Well, babe, I can't. They not buying right now the price that I have. What you mean raise your price? I don't understand. They ain't even buying. They're not buying because it's not priced the way that it's supposed to be. You're out of alignment. So you're repelling them anyway. That's why they're not buying. I have had tons of examples of clients who have raised their price. They weren't able to sell it at the original price point. They raised the price and they were able to sell it because that original price was out of alignment. So you're literally repelling people because you priced it out of fear, frustration, doubt, and worry. And so either one, you're repelling your ideal client, and what you're doing are attracting people that are not ideal for the program. But you're going to take them anyway because you're like, well, babe, I got stuff I need to do with this stuff right here. I got stuff that I need to do with this money. And then you end up in partnership with this person. You're miserable. They're cool because they got the price for $3.99, so they're good to go. Half doing the stuff, or they're doing it and getting absolutely amazing results, which you knew they were going to get because you know what you're doing. So get back in that alignment. Whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, like I said, it's supposed to be raising the price, raise the price. It's supposed to be you reaching out to people about a speaking or a corporate or whatever it's supposed to be. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And did I say do it? Once again, stop playing small. We're almost at the halfway mark of October. Put your foot on the gas. Those things that are working, put your foot on the gas and keep going. The things that are not working, either one, like I said, tweak or get rid of it. Look at it, analyze it, see what's going on. Ask for help. Ask for help. It is okay. Once again, us being high achievers, we're used to everybody coming to us. We're not used to saying, hey, I have been trying this. It's not working. Can you help me? But it might be time for you to do that. Think about if your own clients, the people that you're trying to serve, have the same mentality that you have. Sometimes for you guys, your clients will come when you shift and change your own thoughts and your own actions. So like I said, just like that, if you know that you need support, but you keep saying, okay, let me try it again. I'm going to do it this. Let me do it for 2 more weeks this way, and then I'm going to go ask for help. What if your client is doing the exact same thing that you're doing because that's what you're giving off? So they're mirroring what you are doing. Set the example. I always tell my clients, I always tell them, exemplify the behavior. Exemplify the behavior that you would want to see your clients implementing. Like you make sure that you're implementing that type of behavior that you want to attract, the type of people that you want to serve. Implement that. Renee, don't be embarrassed. You guys, I'm telling you. Thank you, Kelly. Yes, you guys, can we celebrate Kelly? Thank you guys. Seriously, can we celebrate? You guys, those that are my clients, they know I'm all about celebration. You guys, can we celebrate Kelly? Because once again, this is what Kelly said earlier. I'm gonna put her comment back up earlier. This is what Kelly said earlier. She said she wanted to reach out to someone and she talked herself out of it. She said, I'm going to just do it. And then she just did it. So congratulations, Kelly. That is awesome. Yay. Let me get, this is what my clients didn't know, but they know I got my hands. So I actually have a family of hands. I have a family of hands. So I have the mama and the daddy. So I have the mama and the daddy, and I got the little baby. So Kelly, there you go. There you go, Kelly. I'm glad that you did that. You guys, like I said, I'm telling you, sometimes we have to push through. Once again, that thing that we're feeling that resistance for and about is usually the thing that you need to go ahead and do. Is usually the thing that you need to go ahead and do. That is awesome, Kelly. That's awesome. Cool, cool, cool. So you guys, like I said, I want to hop on here on this Sunday. The time of this recording is Sunday evening. So I wanted to hop on here at the time of this recording, or the time that I'm recording this. And you talking about you like my family? Is this what you like, or you like to talk? Which one? You like my family? And so you guys, like I said, I pray that this was encouraging and helpful to you in the sense of, if it's something that you were putting off, we're getting ready to start a new week. So a lot of us are setting our goals and setting our intentions for this week. So maybe this will cause some of you guys to tweak it. Maybe this will cause some of you guys to go bigger than what it is that you had. Yes. One of I forgot who sent me, I think TJ Mercer, I think sent me the little baby head. I think it was TJ Mercer. I think that's where I got it from. But you guys, like I said, I pray that this was helpful. I pray that this causes some of you guys to push and to go for something that you felt like maybe it was out of your reach, and just try it. Like I said, God, have that conversation with God. God, I really feel like this is what you're leading me to do. God, I'm going to put my natural on it. Stamp your super on top of my natural. Stamp your super on top of my natural. Okay? And so you guys, I am so glad that this was helpful. I did want to come up here and just as this reminder, like I said, take the action. Go back to the definition of what an entrepreneur is. Take that risk. Don't be afraid of risk. A lot of us, like I said, we want to play it safe. We want to have plans A, B, C, D, E, F, N, G. Just trust God with your plan A. Just trust God with your plan A and watch what happens. Let him make the plan B if he needs to. I don't even think so. But hey, if that's what you feel, let him do it. Trust him to do that. And then, like I said, it's time out for playing small. You guys go bigger. Go bigger, go bigger, go bigger. God's got you. He's got you. And so the last part I want to leave you guys with, if you have not done so, you guys, in less than 24 hours. So last night I came on and announced the next round of my free challenge. Sign your next $2,000 plus coaching client. So it's a 5-day challenge that we are doing. I ran that challenge back in July. 240 Christian female coaches signed up for that challenge. So imagine for 5 days in the month of July, 240 coaches that were praying, that were getting together, that were collaborating, that came together. Do you understand how powerful that was? The reason why the results looked the way that it did. So when we ran that challenge the first time, like I said, back in July, sign your next $2,000 plus coaching client. Sign your next $2,000 coaching client in 5 days. It doesn't have to take you 5 years. It doesn't have to take you 5 months. You can do it in 5 days if you are laser focused and strategic. And so what happened was, once again, imagine getting 240 Christians, female coaches that had a common goal. The devil didn't stand a chance. The devil did not stand a chance. So just imagine how powerful that was for 5 days. That's why people got the types of results that they got. Literally closed $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 clients in 5 days. Booked out their own services in 5 days. Grew their social media in 5 days. Grew their Facebook group in 5 days. Booked sales calls in 5 days. They had collaboration with one another. They paired up with one another. It was so powerful. And you guys, that's why I'm so passionate about bringing believers in business together. Just imagine, scripture says where two are gathered, he's in our midst. Where 2 and 3 come together and we're believing God for something, it's already done. So just imagine 240 people. Absolutely powerful. And so I'm going for bigger. Didn't I just say, why not? I'm drinking my own Kool-Aid. As Coach Sean say, I'm drinking my own Kool-Aid. I'm going bigger. I think I did that last one. I think I gave myself a week or a week and a half or something for 240. I'm like, well, hey, I'm giving myself 2 weeks this time. Why not go for 300? Why not go for 300? So I'm shooting for 300. And like I said, within 24 hours, there's over 30 people that have signed up within 24 hours. I'm just saying. And so here's a question that Renee is asking. Renee said, is this for newish coaches? Newish coaches never booked a high-end client. This right here is for any type of coach. As long as if you started your business, it's even better. If you started your business, it's even better. Now, I had someone that did it back in July and she hadn't started it. She used that time to get her stuff started. And now she's coming back through it again now that she's started. So as long as you started a business, your coaching business is cool. Because literally in 5 days, I walk you through how to position yourself as the expert, how to package your offer, how to price your offer, how to sell your offer. We do the selling in 2 days. We do 2 different days. So what I would say to you, Renee, is join if you want to do the work. Join if you were prepared to do the work. Is it an intense 5 days? It is. It is intense, but the payout is well worth it. Once again, there are people here who did it the last time. There are people who did it the last time. They're signed up for this round again. So it has to be something to it if they signed up the first time and they're signing up again. Because I'm telling you, it's nothing more powerful than bringing those believers in business together. And we're laser focused. We're laser focused on signing our next $2,000 plus client. And I put the plus there because, like I said, some people had, they had $2,000. Some people, they had like a $1,000 offer that they went for. But they had $1,000 offers, $2,000 offers, $5,000 offers. It doesn't matter. But my thing is, I want you to go bigger. So I don't want you to come with a $97 offer. I want you to think bigger. I want you to think bigger. I want you to think bigger. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. So you just started. So, and Teresa, I think you said it is Teresa. I would encourage you to join us if you haven't joined us, because you guys, I'm telling you, this will give you a kickstart like nobody's business. This will give you a kickstart like nobody's business. Kelly's coming back in. She said she's gonna finish it this time. I'm telling you. And once again, if you haven't seen, and I'll put the link up here on the screen. So the link is up here on the screen. So first of all, let me say this part. So it's the week of October the 26th through the 30th. It's the week of October 26th through the 30th. The week of October 26th through the 30th. So the last week in the month of October. And so this is how it's set up. And even if you did it in July, I'm tweaking some things, like I'm changing some things up a little bit, because I like to, that's the teacher in me, I like to switch things up a bit. And so even if you joined it the last time, I encourage you to join us again, because I am going to tweak some things because, between July and here we are, October, there are some things that I've learned. And then there are just some things that, like I said, I just want to, I don't want it to be the same and to feel the same. So the way that it works, so the way that this challenge works, an email with your lesson and your activity will go out at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I just try to put it as early as possible, because we literally have people from across the globe that participates in this challenge. So I try to put it out as early as possible so people have time to get the content. And so your goal is for you to work on the lesson and the activity. So it's a bite-sized lesson. It's a bite-sized activity for you to work on throughout the day. Then we come together in the evening. We come together at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom for we do a check-in. So there's a quick lesson, and then we break down into groups. So this is a part that's very different from the way most people do challenges. This part is very different. Once again, my background is in education and training. So I don't do my stuff the way that other people do it. I try to be very hands-on, because I know that that's how a lot of people learn. They don't just want to sit there and watch me with the PowerPoint. They want to get in there. They want to get their hands dirty. They want to take action. And this is why and this is a free challenge. This is why people get the type of results that they get. Because it's not just to sit and watch my PowerPoint type of thing. I don't roll like that. And so day one, like I said, day one, which is October the 26th, we're going to talk about positioning your genius. So how to attract your ideal client that is ready to buy from you now. Not the person that said, I'm going to wait till January. No, we know the people that want to get a result here in 2020. They want to get results in 2020. They don't want to wait till January. They can't wait until January. And then day two, October 27th, we'll talk about how to package your genius. So how to create or repackage your genius. So how to create or recreate, go in and tweak an offer that you have. So either if you have one, cool. But if you don't have one, that's cool, because we're going to get you one. We're going to get you one. And then we're going to talk about how to price that offer. So if you already have one and you know it's time to raise your prices, we're going to talk about how you can raise your prices. If you don't have one, we're going to get you one and then get a price point on there. And then day 4, I call it promoting your genius. So what I call passive selling. So we're going to talk about how to sell that no-brainer offer, part 1. And then day 5, how to promote your genius, part 2. So we break the selling up into 2 days. So literally, like I said, in a 5-day period, you will have what you need to be able to package, price, and sell your offer. Package, price, and sell your offer. So like I said, we get started is October the 26th through the 30th. So everything I just read off, when you go to www.beverly5, the number 5, 5-day challenge, all that stuff that I just read. So if you missed it, all that stuff that I just read is on the opt-in page. So you can scroll down a little bit on the opt-in page and you'll see everything that I talked about. You'll see some of the results that people got from the challenge that we did back in July. And so you guys, I'm telling you, I would love for you to join us. It's a powerful experience. Like I said, it's not just me reading off a PowerPoint. Literally, you're taking action every day. Literally, you're collaborating with people every day. Literally, you're praying with people every day. Literally, I'm telling you, every single day there is something for you to do. You get to connect with other believers in business. It's absolutely powerful. Now, like I said, the challenge will take place in my free Facebook group, Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants. Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants. So it will take place in that group, but you have to opt in. If you do not opt in, you will not be able to participate because 1, like I said, the lesson and the activity for the day goes out via email. And then 2, the Zoom link that we use goes out via email. So if you're not on my email list, then you're not going to be able to participate. If you have signed up for the challenge, there was an assignment that should be posted in the Facebook group. So far, I think I've only seen 2 people out of about 30 who have posted their assignment. There's an assignment that you have where you have to go live in the group. There's a certain thing you have to talk about. So my Facebook group should be bumping at this point. There should be at least 30 videos going on in there at this time. So if you haven't done it, make sure that you do your intro video. If you have, congratulations. So Rhea was one of the first people that did it. So I sent her a gift card for being because it takes courage to be the first person. It takes courage to be the first person. And so I shot her over a gift card for her being the first person to say, hey, okay, let me go ahead and just do this thing. I don't know if it's right or not, but babe, I followed the instructions. Here you go. And it was perfect. It was perfect. So many of us are like, I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's right. If it's right, just do it. Just do it. It's okay. So once again, you guys, if you have not signed up, then once again, I do encourage you. Let's go ahead and get to 40 people by the time I lie my head down tonight. So let's get to 40 people this day. So once again, thank you so much, Cassandra, for posting that. www.beverly, the number 5, Beverly5daychallenge.com. So when you get to that first page, read through everything that's there. You'll put in your name and your email. Then it will pop you to a few pages. If you want additional resources to accelerate your results, this is something different that I'm doing this time. So once you opt in and put your name and your email, there's a couple of pages that will ask you different little things you want to do to accelerate. So those of you, if you're looking to accelerate your results, then I have a couple of resources there to help you accelerate and actually make some money before the challenge even gets started. Because I'm all about making money before the thing even starts. That type of thing. I'm like, hey, we got 2 weeks. Why not make some money? Why not make some money in those 2 weeks before we even get started? I'm just saying. That type of thing. So it will definitely help to accelerate because those resources complement what we're doing in the challenge. But the stuff that we're doing in the challenge is even different than what this stuff is that are some resources that you can use and implement to accelerate your results before we even get started. Okay. All right, you guys. So that's all that I have for you guys this evening. Once again, play bigger. Take action. Action breeds results. Actions breed results. So you guys, I pray that you have an amazing rest of your evening. Once again, like I said, those of you, if you did the challenge before, come join us again because you know what that synergy was like. You know what that felt like. And then once again, if you were new to me, go ahead and sign up for this challenge. So if you want to taste of this and see what you about? What you do as a coach? How your people getting these results like this? How your people closing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in a week? Come check this out and see what they're doing. Okay. All right, you guys. So like I said, I pray you have an amazing rest of your evening. If you're catching this on the replay, type in hashtag replay, leave your questions, your comments, all that amazing stuff. Once again, if you are interested in joining us in the challenge, the link is also in the title as well. So you can just click on that link. It's also across my face, probably covered up my face. But www.beverly5daychallenge.com. Put in your name and email. Once you do that, it will pop you through a couple of pages with some additional resources if you're looking to accelerate the results, if you're looking to make some money before the challenge actually starts. So some of you guys are like, Bev, I didn't pay attention to those pages. I just clicked no. I didn't even read it. In that first email that you got, you have the opportunity to go back through and look at some of that stuff that's there if you choose to. Okay. All right, you guys, that's all that I have. Once again, I think this is the third, fourth time I said the same thing that I'm closing out. But you guys, once again, have an amazing rest of your evening, and I will see you guys on the other side of this live. Take care, take care, take care.